Imagine you're on a date. You're sharing the most fascinating parts of your life, yet something feels off. Ever wonder why? Well, we're here to dive into a dating conundrum that may just hold the answers. It's a question that has puzzled many. Is it better to be interesting or interested? Today, we unravel this mystery, backed by the power of science. So buckle up and stick around as we explore how the answer to this question could transform your dating life. In the dating world, it's a common conundrum. We all have an innate desire to appear interesting, to captivate our dates with tales of our adventures, our accomplishments, our unique experiences. It's a natural human instinct to want to share the best parts of ourselves, to paint a vibrant picture that leaves an impression. However, focusing solely on being the most interesting person in the room can sometimes lead us astray. It can turn what should be a shared experience into a one-sided performance. And here's where we introduce an equally important, often overlooked factor: being interested. Yes, you heard it right. Being interested in the person sitting across from you, truly engaged in their stories, their passions, their quirks, can be just as captivating, if not more so, than any tale you could spin about yourself. But there's another side to creating a genuine connection that science sheds light on. And that's where we'll journey next, into the fascinating dynamics of dating, where being interesting and being interested are two sides of the same coin. Research shows that listening, not just hearing but truly understanding your date, can significantly deepen a connection. It's not about nodding along while mentally preparing your next witty comment. It's about being fully present, absorbing the words, the emotions, and the hidden messages that your date is sharing. Now you might be thinking, well, that sounds easy enough. But in reality, active listening is an art that requires practice. It's about creating a safe space where your date feels heard, seen, and valued. And it's more than just about being polite. It's about showing genuine interest in their world. So, how does this work? Imagine your date is sharing a personal story. Instead of interjecting with a similar tale of your own, try responding with a thoughtful question. This shows that you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, but that their story has genuinely captured your attention. But why, you might wonder, is this so important? Well, science gives us a pretty clear answer. Listening activates neural pathways associated with empathy and understanding, leading to a stronger emotional bond. It's a way of saying, I see you, I hear you, and what you're saying matters to me. This kind of validation can be incredibly powerful, making your date feel appreciated and understood. Moreover, listening also gives us a deeper insight into our date's personality, values, and life experiences. This knowledge can help us assess compatibility and build a stronger, more meaningful connection. But let's be clear, this isn't about pretending to be interested or nodding along to every word. It's about being genuinely engaged, asking questions that delve deeper, and showing empathy and understanding. This level of attentiveness communicates that you're not just there to impress, but to connect on a deeper level. And remember, while it's important to listen, it's equally important to share. Like a dance, conversation requires two active participants. It's not just about taking in, but also giving back. This kind of attentiveness fosters trust and intimacy, the foundation of any strong relationship. So the next time you're on a date, remember, the power of listening could be your secret weapon to a successful connection. Of course, sharing is also key. There's a certain magic in opening up and inviting someone into your world. Your stories, your experiences, your perspectives are all unique threads in the tapestry of who you are. And by sharing these, you offer your date a glimpse into your life, a chance to understand you better. But here's where it gets a little tricky. While sharing is essential, dominating the conversation can be like a seesaw that's stuck on one side. It disrupts the balance, creating an environment where one person shines and the other is left in the shadow. Think of it this way. Imagine you're at a dance. If only one person is leading all the time, the other might feel overwhelmed or worse, ignored. A good dance, much like a good conversation, involves give and take. It's about moving together, responding to each other's cues, sharing the spotlight. So how do we find this balance? Well, it's about tuning into the rhythm of the conversation, noticing when it's time to share a little about yourself and when it's time to step back and listen. It's about asking questions that show you're genuinely interested in their thoughts and experiences, and then allowing them the space to express themselves. And remember, it's not a competition. It's not about whose life is more exciting, who has the better stories. It's about building a connection, understanding each other, and creating a space where both of you feel seen, heard, and valued. So as you navigate the dance of conversation, remember the importance of balance. Share your stories, but also make room for theirs. Show interest in their world, but also let them step into yours. It's this delicate balance that turns an ordinary conversation into an extraordinary connection. The goal? A mutual exchange where both of you shine. What really strengthens a bond is feeling known. This is the cornerstone of any meaningful connection. Picture this. You're not just exchanging facts or sharing anecdotes, but you're diving into uncharted territories of hope, dreams, and fears. This is where the magic happens. It's not about interrogating your date or prying into their personal life. It's about creating a safe space where they feel comfortable to open up, to share their innermost thoughts and feelings. It's about being present, being curious, and most importantly, being empathetic. In the realm of dating, this is often overlooked. We get so caught up in trying to present ourselves in the best possible light, we forget to turn the spotlight on the other person. We forget to show genuine interest in their world, their experiences, their essence. And this, my friends, is where we miss out on the opportunity to truly connect. Engaging in deeper conversations allows us to discover the layers beneath the surface. It allows us to understand our date on a fundamental level, to see them for who they truly are, not just who they appear to be. And isn't that what we all desire? To be seen, to be understood, to be known. This is the power of being interested. It's not just about asking questions, it's about asking the right questions, the ones that invite vulnerability, that spark meaningful conversations, that lead to authentic connections. This is where being interested becomes a game changer in dating. So, the next time you're on a date, remember, it's not just about being interesting, it's about being genuinely interested. And that, dear listeners, is the science of feeling known. Resist monopolizing the conversation, it's a shared journey. Now, let's dive into some common dating pitfalls that you do well to sidestep. First up is the conversation hog. You know the type. They're the ones who take the spotlight and keep it, turning the conversation into a one-person show. While it's important to share about yourself, remember that dating is a two-way street. It's just as crucial to give your date the space to express themselves. This isn't a monologue, but a dialogue. Next, we have the quick response artist. This person is always ready with a reply, but are they truly listening? There's a difference between waiting for your turn to speak and genuinely understanding your date's perspective. The aim here is to understand, not just to reply. So, take a moment, absorb what they're saying, and respond thoughtfully. The third mistake is the story competitor. Ever been on a date where every story you tell is met with a better one from your partner? It can feel as if you're in a constant tug of war. Remember, dating isn't a contest. It's about building a connection, so avoid competing with their stories. Show genuine interest and empathy instead. Lastly, let's talk about the advice guru. This person is always ready with unsolicited advice or solutions. It's great to be helpful, but sometimes your date just wants to be heard, not fixed. Be there to listen and empathize, not to solve all their problems on the spot. Now, we all may have been guilty of these mistakes from time to time. But the good news is, once we're aware, we can work towards avoiding these missteps. Remember, the heart of dating isn't about impressing each other with stories or solutions. It's about creating a shared experience, one where both of you feel heard, understood, and valued. Dating is about connecting, not one-upping. So let's make our dating experiences more about understanding each other and less about winning an imaginary competition. The secret to a successful date? It's not just about being interesting, it's about being genuinely interested in your date. We've explored the dynamics of dating, the power of deep listening, and the importance of sharing in balance. The science is clear. Feeling known strengthens a bond like no other. It's about engaging in conversations that go beyond the surface, touching on deeper dreams, hopes, and fears. Remember, the aim is not to monopolize the conversation, but to embark on a shared journey of understanding. It's not about preparing to speak, but preparing to listen. And remember, dating is about connecting, not competing. Shift your approach, and you could unlock deeper, more meaningful connections. Was this insight helpful? Then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed dating advice. Change your dating approach and see the magic happen. Happy dating.